Good morning. I'm Josanne Wright Callender, the author of Making Do, Growing Up Colored in the Jim Crow South During the Great Depression. And then, of course, this morning the frog starts as soon as I start talking. So I'm taking that as a lesson that I should be like maybe singing or humming before I start these talks, and then the frog will go away, hopefully. But I have my beverages here to clear things up. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been 2 months since my last um, vlog about making do, and I'm so proud to announce that we have the new banner. Please DM me, email me at mattjoe@gmail.com because I'd love to hear your comments about it. Remember, before it was Tuskegee Tales, and just as sorry, this book right here, and it, had this with the winged emblem, and then we found out that it was too close to another publisher's book title, and so the wonderful LegalZoom attorney came up with an idea of putting Believe, and then I had Tuskegee Strong. My sister Lydia had thought about this as an idea of keeping Tuskegee, and I said, that's something that makes us really strong as part of our history, is the Tuskegee Institute, which was founded by several gentlemen in the South, as well as a freed slave. And Booker T. Washington was one of the first presidents of the university. So there's a lot of history there. And my uncle was one of the 99th Pursuit Squadron airmen. So in our family, it's really a huge legacy. So the Believe part, I'm still thinking that maybe I should have the clouds a little darker. And I've tried different lighting this morning to see if you could see that a little bit better. But I wanted it sort of like an image that's coming into focus in the clouds, and that it isn't stark, but it is there. And that's that faith, which, I love that Hebrews that says that it's the ability to, and let me read it for you. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, and oh my goodness, I lost my notes. And the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things unseen. It really pays to memorize your verses. And I had it written down, but I said, oh my goodness, I can't remember this. I know this. And so thank you, Lord. He gave me that second part of that verse, evidence of things unseen. And also I learned that we have to be God's hands and feet in everything we do, and always give him glory. So I thank you, Lord, for giving me this idea, and for wonderful Frank Espinoza, who rendered it for me, and my wonderful niece, Emily Ransom Miller, who did the artistry of the winged triple victory. So each of these things, you can't do it on your own. That's the whole thing about perseverance and faith, and believing that you will get help from the Lord, from other people, and they will come in at the right time in your life, exactly when you need them to help and rescue you. And I totally needed it for this, because I had no idea that I was going to need another title. Well, another thing that happened to me that has a lot to do with the faith and the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen is, I was just thinking that I have so much, we just finished traveling and I got back in town, and there's, just a lot of activities that go along with unpacking, and, you know how it is when you're traveling, and just getting back into the time zones, and thinking about, I'm doing a lot of things for my other book, The Happy Little Garbage Truck, but I kind of hit skids on Making Do. I've got wonderful editing notes by my wonderful friend, Eileen Sandlin, but I just hadn't been able to get to them. There were a lot of repairs that we had to do in our home, and then we had our own personal things. It's the writer's life. suffice it to say, there's always gonna be things, but you have to make the time, set the time aside to do what's important. And going into the bank, a teller caught me and he says, "By the way, what business are you in?" And I says, "I'm a writer, publisher of children's book and young adult books." And he said, "Oh my goodness," he said, "young adults really need to have your help." He said, "That's a mission because they don't have many people to rely on for literature and good literature," because I kind of explained to him what my book was about. I said, "Thank you so much. I really needed to hear that." So, more regardless of what's going on in your life, trust that God will guide you and He will speak to you through other people as you become His hands and feet to do what you believe is the mission that He's given you to do. And that's what this legacy book means to me. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please share it. Please contact me at mattjo@gmail.com. Let me know what you think about the banner, and, we'll go on this journey a little bit further, step by step. And I'm hoping to get volume 2 out by next year and the, audiobook by the end of this year with God's help. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.